screened. I did say that that is a possibility. But we are in the Zenexian Imperial system of Firistine. I'm thinking I'm just going to warp to my base because it's going to load it up better that way. Yeah, my bases are pretty intricate, guys. I don't even know if this update can handle how my bases are made right now, so we shall see. But let me see if I can find the website. And if you go to it, you'll see that I have a way to reach my system. Kind of bummed that it blue screened out on us, but you know, it's probably because I'm way more real than they can handle on YouTube these days. Everyone's so fucking fake. I can't get over it, man. I can't get over it. But okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? It's for the fans, legitimately for the fans. It's not for my wallet. So I'm not gonna go around shaming people who don't like the way things turned out. That's just illegitimate, and it's just you're just trying to line your pocket at other people's expense. At that point, you're no better than Fox News or CNN or any of those other hate bait bullshit groups. Oh wow, it auto-saved while I was headed there. Okay, well, am I gonna be able... No, I'm not gonna interact with the base. We're not gonna do base computer archives. In fact, just go to Lost in Space or Atlas Path. That'll work. We'll go Atlas Path. Did my base get wiped by this update? We're just gonna wipe all of my bases now? It looks like they wiped my base. It blue screened out and wiped my base, didn't it? Wow, it wiped the whole area of the planet. Okay, it didn't. It didn't. Had me worried there, but it takes a second to load it. So, once again, before blue screen out again, all of my bases have enclosed, as you can see, they have all enclosed space things. I'm very classy about this stuff. I don't let nobody talk down on me like that. It looks like they did minimize what you can add to the bases, though. Holy crap, because it is a lot smaller than it read. A lot of my stuff is missing, yo. Okay. Let's let it load up for about 8 minutes. The autosave is creating massive load drop times. I'm gonna say that right now, because I just had an autosave. It's creating massive load problems. Massive load problems. So that's another valid critique I'm going to have with this. Because it shouldn't have taken 8 minutes. But because of all those autosaves, it did. That's really interesting. That is really interesting. But yeah, this is the Zenexian Imperial Capital. Okay. By the way, we're going to make sure we get in and out of our ship and save again so that, you know, we don't lose all those products that it did load in when it was saving. Hey, we're saving our base one last time so that when we get back on it loads it up properly. I'm gonna see if I can't turn off the autosave option though, honestly, because yeah. I'm gonna be real, I really hope, I wish that was an option. Starship Combat Auto Follow. I don't. Yeah, that's the thing that they did for combat. I'm looking for the autosave option, and it doesn't look like there is one. Is that what's going on? Is there no autosave turn off option? Because that's really fucking killing load times. Wow. Okay, that was an overlook that we didn't really want. No one really asked for the autosave option. I don't like it. And it's not because dupes aren't available, because I never duped that way anyway. But I will say the autosave option does really screw up load times. That being said, if you guys want to visit my base, here's the quartz. This is the Zenexian Imperial Capital. I have three interior, what do they call them? They're walled off things, so that if you want to, you can come in and you won't have to worry so much about like the storms or whatever, because occasionally there are storms here. We got a bar. You got the farm is down there. We've got a rest area up here with your cooking and stuff and all that. This is my Imperial Capital. I'm surprised it's loading it this far out though, because it didn't used to. So apparently the graphic changes have helped the load distances maybe, but no, we're losing some loads over here. Basically, you're not seeing it, but yeah, there's a lot that it still needs to load. But yeah, if you're interested in visiting the Zenexian Empire, those are the chords. This is our capital ship area. That's a watchtower. I have that set there for when I did my my background music streams, where I would just basically put a stream up, mute my mic, and listen to music, and watch as the ships pass in and out of the docking areas, because there's plenty of them here that you're always going to have traffic. There's the 3 I've added, and there's also all of the ones down there, so you're always having traffic pass into the Zenexian Imperial Capital. This is the new capital, by the way, in Istium. Old capital I deleted in order to make room for it not to blue screen all the time. It's going to blue screen less now, but I'm pretty sure we're still going to hit a couple of them. Probably going to hit a couple of them. I mean, the graphic change to the wood, though, I'm not seeing too big of a graphics change. It does seem like they made it a little less detailed, but... And it does take a second to load farther items in, but they did lower the graphics resolution for certain details. The wood grain is not as in-depth as it used to be, but that's nitpicking, and honestly, I don't have a problem with that. That's just small graphical things. My main issue is, like I said, a lot of people lost a lot of equipment because of how they had things organized, and then people tried to make light of that. That was bullshit. But I told you, I let you guys know that if you really want to get your slots back and you don't want to have to like grind hours, just go into your difficulty settings, change purchases to free. Or find someone like me who has ships with like nothing but AI valves in them. I'm not sure how much AI valves will sell for now. But yeah, I've got a farm with plenty of these things right here. And when I first started the game, glass was a good way to make money. Just building glass got you 50 grand per glass. So just like frost crystals were how I made money. Granted, it's a lot different now. Recipes are a lot different now. But yeah, this is the Empire. And we don't do unlimited power here. Nothing like that. I don't do floating bases. They all have attachments to the ground. We all have like foundations to the grounds and all that. I don't do floating bases. I think that if you're going to have a base and it's going to be on the grounds, it should look as though it belongs there in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's got stilts, it needs to be connected to the ground. Tips for new players. Tips for new players. When it comes to base building specifically, my tip would be do not build or try to build inside of caverns. However, there are a few exceptions to that rule. And I will show you one of those exceptions right now. Get to my portal wherever it is. I think it's over here. If I remember correctly, my portal's in here. Oh, goodness. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. My rocket pack is going crazy right now. Okay. So, if you are inclined to build like a cave-like base, they do have these specific type of structures that you're going to look for. And I can show you that on the... Hopefully we don't blue screen out again. I know that sounds horrible, but hopefully we don't blue screen out again. It's very possible we might, and if we do, I will be back. Deep cover mech base, like I said, I got all night to do this. I got nowhere else to be tomorrow. So, my deep cover mech base is not exactly a cave base, but it's done like a cave base if you go down deep enough into it. There are ways to kind of make a cave base if you really, really want to. I would not suggest trying to make them in the ground. The terraforming in this game isn't exactly foolproof. And I know there's a lot of people who are on DS now who are newcomers to the game. Don't build your base in the ground. Do not do it. If you don't want your base to be flooded with dirt so that no one can visit it, don't build your base in the ground. It's just gonna horribly end badly for you. Just gonna let you know that right away. Now, why not enough people are screaming about this is beyond me, but it has been said by several people in the past to other players, and I am going to relay it to the new broad audience. If you want to build a cave, there are ways around it and options. I would specifically try to find an actual cave with natural openings and build your base with inside it. Now this is a cave base, technically. It's not really a cave base, but it's like a cave base. As you can see, it hasn't filled in. And there's a clever little reason for that. It's because I'm not in a cave. Now, on some planets, and I don't know why it's showing all my coordinates when I know damn well it shouldn't be, but okay. Alright, that's weird. Now they should be gone. Yes, they are. Awesome. That reset it. Perfect. Now this is my mech base, and as you can see the stars up there. If you go down here, it feels very cave-like, and even, you know, it's kind of closed off on the outside too. Now the reason it feels cave-like down there is I'm going to show you what I've built my base inside of. You want natural openings or natural enclosures if you're going to build a cave base. You do not want, like, to make your own cave. It will not work. What you want is, if you can find them... Oh, wow. This planet only has a few of them anymore. Did they remove that element from the game? Then why is mine still available? Oh, wow. It filled them all in. It didn't fill them all in, did it? Biomes have been significantly changed, but I'm wondering why it's filled in all of these areas. Now, these used to be platforms, like big old platforms, kind of like the one I currently exist on and with my base. And these platforms would sometimes have holes in the middle of them, but for some reason, they're all filled in now. Mine's not filled in, which is really, really odd. Which either means my game is having a load difficulty. Pretty sure I can find another planet that'll have them. I've got a few of them, so. Yeah, it filled them in. Whoa. It didn't fill in mine. Don't know why it's filling into these, but yeah. Basically, you want they're rocks with donuts in them. They look like donuts. They look like donuts, but these, they filled them in with the last update, which is really weird, because you would think my base would be filled in by now. That's really freaking weird. Yo, Sean, what are you doing, bro? Like, the whole planet's different now. It is not what it once was. Here, I'm gonna land on this and see if that fixes it. Oh, wow, I can't. Oh, wow, I can't land on it. What is going on there? What is going on there? Can't land on it. What the hell, man? What the hell? Alright, we'll just go up it and see if it loads it in. No, it literally filled them all in. But why didn't it fill in my base? That's shocking to me. It didn't fill in my base, but it filled in all the rocks that were at one point literal donuts. That's a change. Found another change. We don't have donut rocks anymore, and my boots are critically damaged for literally no reason. Oh yeah, because I don't have any shielding. Because yeah, awesome. It's all right. It's not gonna hurt me. That is kind of weird, though. I'm not gonna lie, because all of these areas were donuts, and I've got other streams that will show that. That's super weird, man. These used to be donut rocks. I've got prior streams. If you go back to prior streams of this specific area, you'll see them in my actual list. These areas used to all be donuts, and now for some reason they're not. It's just a phenomena. I'm not... Did they fill these in just so that they could make DS work? That's going to ruin another element of gameplay for people if that's the case. That's a shame, man. I hope that's not the case, but if it is, why did they fill in the area that I have? That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me, because that's going to ruin a whole other element of gameplay for a lot of people. A lot of people liked making those donut bases, and if they don't have they're gonna have a fun time trying to do it without these types of bases. I'll say that. Yeah, they're gonna have a fun time trying to do it without the bases, because holy shit, it didn't fill it in on my base. Not at all. Like, if I removed my base, it'd be a donut on this rock. Granted, I would just reload my progress. I wouldn't save it. Give it a second to load up everything. This base is quite intricate. Quite intricate. Okay. So, basically, deep cover mech base. Yes, this should... It's so weird, man, because if it fills in all the rocks, you would have thought it would have filled in my base, too. Because my base sits inside of one of these donut mounds. In fact, I can show you by going to my... it's like it's trying to make a liar out of me, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I'll show you by going into this area what you're looking for. This is basically a donut rock. None of this has been altered. None of this rock has been altered. This is not filling in because it's never been altered. You want one of these kinds of rocks that you can build a base in. The only thing I've altered on this is... Why is that there? Is that my mech? What is going on? I need to know what that is and why. Yo, what the hell? Okay, let's go to restore. Oh, I can't activate restore mode until I go upstairs. I gotta go outside to activate restore mode. That's just great. But yeah, if I activate restore mode, it'll do some crazy stuff. But that's kind of weird, dude. Because this base was already pre-carved out, so I don't know why. Like, it was carved out before I got it. All these rocks were donut rocks, and now all of a sudden they're all gone. They all had indentions inside of them.
Whatever it was inside the wall, it's gone LOL.
Oh, blue screened out again. Wow. I swear, I don't know what's going on tonight, but I blue screened out again. This is some bullshit. Error C34.